So, first ever album review. I was considering doing this for a while now, but I was like, why would I do that? And then somebody recommended that I would do it, and then I thought to myself, okay, maybe, but what would I talk about? Of course, heavy metal and rock music. That's what I enjoy the most, and my audience likes that too, so why not? Why not? And then I was thinking to myself also, okay, once I start doing album reviews, what would be the best to start with? I thought, okay, I'll do a new one from this year because, why not? They're new, right? And then as I was searching, one new album was released, and just the name speaks heavy metal, and that is, it's in the title, but you realize it's Steel Panther's Heavy Metal Rules. And for the people who do not know Steel Panther, what they do, what they're about, they're basically a hair metal or a glam metal band, but not really from the 80s, but inspired from it. It's more like a joke band, like a parody band, and they have taken everything up a notch. A lot of glam metal bands were more focused on the ballads, on being soft, like Poison, but this band is heavy, 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 especially this record particularly. One of their most important qualities is their lyricism. They, sure, glam metal in general, hair metal, would talk about sex and love and heartbreak and things like that, in a more genuine manner though, and in a more subtle ways, so that it would still be kind of musical. But Steel Panther takes it up 69 notches in that direction. And why? They are direct 100%, and they do not care. They just do not care. They are having their fun, and they will not let any society stop them from that. So hey, if you want to have a good time, you love glam metal, you love metal, but you want to have a good laugh, Steel Panther is the way to go. But now on to the record, Heavy Metal Rules. The first track is called Zebraman, but it's not really a track. It's taken directly from the audio of Zebraman, which is like a kid from the 80s that was in a parking lot for a concert, and he said these funny things like Madonna sucks or something, and it gave some like shout outs to some bands that are cool. Shout out Dawkins, and that's where it's inspired from. But one of the negatives, in my opinion, is that it really is, if you exclude the Zebraman track or whatever, it is only 9 songs. So it's like it's a pretty short record, and most of the songs are 3 minutes to 4 minutes, in that range. So it kind of does give you the sense as you're listening to it and you see the numbers that it's kind of like a formula, but they do kind of like try to balance that out by songwriting. They're all amazing musicians, they're amazing songwriters. Satchel, amazing soloist, guitarist. His rhythm work, the chunky riffs, you just don't get tired of them. One of the songs that I think is like a standout when it comes to the riffing and to everything is Always Gonna Be a Hoe. Like, the titles are pretty funny, but Always Gonna Be a Hoe is an amazing track. It's the chorus really made me think of the 2000s, like post glam, I don't know, like almost pop punk ish, but almost. The keyword is almost, because I don't really like post pop punk, and I really did enjoy this song, and it was the most memorable. The verse is cool too, but it is all about the chorus and the chorus riff, and the solo is bad as hell too. But yeah, they really again live up to the Heavy Metal Rules name. because from all these 9 songs, only like there's like one real ballad, which is the last track called "I Ain't Buying What You're Selling." It's one of the most beautiful it's the most beautiful song in the record. There's like a few other ones that have some clean guitars in the verses, but honestly every single song is kind of heavy, you know, it's kind of heavy. Some more than others, but none is really a ballad as opposed to the last one, like I mentioned. The lyrics, like mentioned before, and like in every other record, they're pretty funny. I mean, it does seem like it starts to kind of like recycling jokes and things like that. They use pop culture references, like Starbucks and things like that. But hey, that's their thing. So if you're a Steel Panther fan, you probably don't mind. But aside from the song I mentioned as a standout, another one that is a standout to me is Gods of Pussy. It's a really funny song. It's really like inspiring, you know, to be a good lover if you're a guy. Of course, the last song is one of my favorites, but literally every song is strong. The song "Let's Get High Tonight" stands out to me as an experimental song. It has a little bit of a weird sound in the beginning, but especially the solo has a few weird modes, like the Locrian, the Mixolydian, there was another one, and the Phrygian that sounds kind of like Egyptian or something, and but it works. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna put all these modes just to be unique. It just fit. It works very well, and it's tasty shredding. It's shredding, but it's not like mindless shredding. It's mindful shredding, if you will. Another one, I think it was Sneaky Little Bitch, I don't know, but it was one of the last songs that had a solo that really made me think of Stephen Lynch. And if I'm mistaken, I'll just put a caption of what song it was, but it just has those, you know, like the finger tapping, of course, of the 80s, but like Stephen Lynch, who is from Autograph, he would do like lift it up and like slide with his finger and do all these crazy stuffs, and the whole song solo would be like that. And this solo is mostly like with those techniques, but it's again tasty. It's not like trying to be like flashy just to be flashy. It just fits, and every single solo overall is like that. Like some are shreddy, some are more on the melodic side, but they all work. Aside from that, I mean, I really like the whole record, honestly. I'm not trying to be a pushover. I mean, the first time I listened to it, I kind of like did get tired with the word, with the F word, especially with the first song. It was just too much, but maybe I just didn't get used to. I wasn't used to it, because the more I watched, the more I listened to it, the less I had an issue with it. But the first track, that's the only thing that bothers me of it, is just it says it so much and it's just annoying to me. It kind of does work at the same time, so it's not like a killer, but I do think other songs do make it work way better. Aside from all of this, you know, I decided, hey, every song is cool, so I don't feel really giving any more standout songs. I do have some of my favorites, like the ones I've mentioned before, but I just decided to give each of them their own cool title, like the coolest or the most beautiful, whatever. So I'll go one by one, and that'll be it. It'll be it. Get the record, okay? It's a cool one. The first one, all I want to do is fuck myself tonight. It's pretty funny lyrics, and I called it the most narcissistic song, because like the title says, that the person wants to, you know, give love to themselves more than anybody else. It made me think of Narcissus, from where the word narcissistic comes from. Narcissus was a beautiful man who fell in love with himself, and then when he realized he could not complete that love because he realized it was himself, he committed suicide. So that's a nice fun fact for somebody who did not know that. The second track is Let's Get High Tonight. Once again, that's the most experimental because of what I said before. Always Gonna Be a Hoe, the catchiest one, is the most memorable. I'm not your bitch. To me, it's the angriest. It's the heaviest. It just has that chunky, like chuk 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 chuk, that pedal to the metal kind of feeling. And the chorus is like melodic, and literally every song has harmony. But this one, even though it's heavy, it has harmonies like I'm not your bitch, and it just it's like it's a good workout song. Fuck Everybody. It's also angry, and it was a good like a good competitor for the title of the angriest song. But Fuck Everybody is just the funniest one, honestly. He's just so pissed off because nothing really goes to plan, but just the lyrics are so funny, and especially the breakdown lyrics, like I just cracked up, like I just want to laugh right now thinking of that song. And it is a single. There's a music video, so check it out. The next one is Heavy Metal Rules. Of course, it's the most metal track. You know, you can't be more metal than Heavy Metal Rules, you know. Then you have Sneaky Little Bitch. I love that song. It's the most melodic one. The verse is very melodic. It's a very simple riff, but it's very melodic, and it's repeated throughout, and you don't get tired of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one of the Stephen Lynch solos, so that's another thing that I love, because Stephen Lynch is very underrated, and I just enjoy that style so much. Okay, sorry, the camera cut down. By the way, I do want to make it all my videos like one shot, but hey, there was no more memory in the camera. But to finish it, Satchel, amazing soloist, amazing songwriter, amazing guitarist overall, great skill. Just check him out. Like, aside from all the jokes, he's incredible. One of the best guitarists I've heard. You have Michael Starr. Again, if you ignore the lyrics, amazing singer, great vibrato, great technique, great timbre. I just enjoy his voice, period. And he has such a range. Some of those songs you're gonna hear, it's like goes so high and with such technique. The guy is a master of his craft himself. And of course you have Lexi, great bass, very fat, very in your face, and very groovy. And then you have lastly Styx, who's, you know, master drummer. Like, you hear some songs like the very first track, for example, all that percussion, man, it's just, it makes your head bang, and he's just so fast, and the feels, even though sometimes complex, they fit the music. He's not being complex just to be cool. It's like it just fits. But overall, if I have to rate this record, I would give it probably a 4 over 5. Not a 5 definitely, because again, it does feel sometimes like a formula. It was too short of a record. I enjoyed it. I want more, you know, I want more songs. And I do want to see Steel Panther do like a really long, like Stairway to Heaven kind of song, or like Alter Bridges, Blackbird, like a really long song. That way they could grow as musicians, because they have the potential. You can hear it in every song here that they have the potential. They're all good musicians and songwriters. So get the record.
I'm buying what you're selling.
Oh, and by the way, don't forget to give a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't, okay? Let me know in the comments, do you like Steel Panther? Do you not like Steel Panther? Do you like the new record? Let me know. And also, hey, what other album would you want me to review? Or related to the other stuff that I do, what other song would you like me to cover? Hey, and yeah, this record really did teach me something very important in this life. I want to become a god of pussy, and I will not fail the Steel Panther guys. I will become the best, just like them. They are my new idols now. So let's do it. Rock on.